It was times I had no purpose, no motivation. So believe when I say it's no overstatement. You saved me. I remember standing in a casket at people I love, in disbelief like this can't be what it was. People offer money at a time that I needed a hug. I was so lost, man, I could've conceded the drug.
It does.
I want to say so funny. Yesterday, my bad.
No, you good, you good. Go ahead.
I took my son. I was my daughter too. I specifically walked to my son a little closer and had a basic talk about that.
Yeah.
And about loving yourself. And had to just make sure he understood that.
Right.
Because he be out KOP.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and his whole thing is different. What he likes, I be seeing this. I'm like, yo, do you know that, you're a black boy?
Right.
Yeah.
You know that, you know what I mean? Like who you are. Like I had to have like real talk with him. Like, you know that when you see that, that's not what we're doing over here, right? But you might see it, but that's not what we're doing over here in this family, right?
Right.
And I'm like, wow, I gotta have this talk with him because unfortunately I'm not there every single day.
Right.
So I don't know what he's seeing every single day, but I know what he's seeing every single day because I know what's out here.
Yeah.
Like,
You're 100% right though.
Absolutely.
That's the thing, like, the things that you say, even what you just said, Fresh, it make me think about when we was kids, all that lamb chop play along, Mr. Rogers and Reading Rainbow and all that shit, the messages they was pushing. And there's literally a video where Mr. Rogers says, I think it's Mr. Rogers, could be wrong, but he says, you were born a boy, you will be a boy.
Right.
You can't turn into nothing else. You were born a girl, you'll be a girl. That's a video. It was on a TV show that we watched when we were kids.
Right.
That was completely okay. There was no problem with that at all.
Right.
Fast forward now to 2025. How dare you say something like that?
Right.
It's taboo. You better not say nothing like that.
Yeah.
So as a dad, I gotta reinsure that in my son.
You
know you a black boy.
Because
right?
the message now that
That's
they
deep.
on it.
Yeah.
But I gotta like I need you to say that because I don't like
Because the messages are different now. Like they want it to be like lofty. It can't be concrete. It can't be like this is just what this is. This is how you're born. This is what it's going to be. Now you can be a rainbow.
And you're an Israelite, so what I do know is the Torah is the first book. You know what I mean? And that's basic commandments.
Yeah, the first 5 books of the law. We have laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why I tell my kids, just follow. You follow the laws. You just keep the commandments. All right, and to the best of your ability. And when you mess up, you repent. You try to do better. You fall, you get back up. You try to do better. You fall, you get. And another thing is, don't get into hating people. Hate evil.
Well, the evil's in the people. I don't build it.
Yeah. So people change. People change. And listen, we have plenty of examples of people changing. You change. Oh, you haven't?
I'm saying, so I think the evolution and change are not the same. I think that like the foundation of who you are, like they say, like as you're growing, like the evolution of a person, like a child and all that.
Right.
Once you hit a certain level, like this is kind of like who you are, and then around that you evolve.
Okay.
So like I don't think that means that you have like completely changed as a person. That's just in my experience, though.
Let me ask you this then. Let me put it to you like this then. You say you are who you are at your core, right? Mm-hmm. You believe that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me ask you, at your core, your core started for you when?
You mean like when did I reach that point where I am who I am?
Your core, whatever your core is. When you say a person is who they are at their core.
I mean,
because I would say that anybody that's a certain type of way, say a person is just a shitty person. They wasn't born that way. They changed to become that.
Absolutely.
So how can you change to become something that you can't change? If you change to become it, you can change to not be it.
So, but the reason why I have an opposing like thought is because when you're born and you're growing and all that, you're not aware of that development. If you are aware of that development, you even know what developing is, you probably dictate some of that.
Right.
You don't have a choice. You are just going through it. And then now it's almost like concrete. This shit now becomes a solid. This is who you are, right? And so we have people who go to like the therapy and learn who you are, and then you fight those things that you don't want to be at the surface. You don't want them to be visible. That's when you learn how to put that mask on. Does that mean that you changed, or does it mean that you learn to like deal with the things that are in you so that you can go out into society and then be productive?
Well, this is the reason why I would say that that everything that you said, it can be reversed, because at your nature, you are a spiritual being.
Right.
You are somebody who's coming from God.
Right.
So you already come from God with everything that you need inside of you.
Right.
What you do over time in a negative society is you learn negativity.
Yes, that's a fact.
Now, how do you defeat negativity? You defeat it with righteousness.
Right.
So it's simply about you learning and having that righteousness reawakened that's in you. And then you can begin to combat those things. A lot of times things that happen to us is environment, right? We are raised in societies where we raised on survival. We're not even raised on love. We raised on survival. Even when we approach relationships, right? We approach relationships with men and women. That woman or that man, you can say that you love them, but you never really experienced love. That's an opponent to you. This is somebody you're looking to conquer, somebody who you're looking to dominate. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at it as wins and losses. I won, you won. I get over, you get over. It's survival. Then you kick into survival mode and all these different things, because why? We haven't really experienced love. These are the environments that we're growing up in. There's a lot of trauma there, lots of things that's there, right? And you couple that on the fact that we have people that's miseducated, right? You've been taught the wrong things for year after year after year after year after year. But one thing that is powerful, more powerful than all of that, is truth. And I feel like once you encounter truth in your life, all of that other stuff will melt. It can't stand. Truth, simple truth. Now, what also happens is some people don't want to change. They want the appearance of change. So this might be, I believe this what you might be encountering, because nobody wants to be seen as an evil piece of shit person. Even though they added at their core and they love the things that they do, but they don't want people to see them that way.
Yeah.
So I'll do the things necessary to appear a different way, but at my core, I don't want to stop. Because I don't hate negativity. I love it. It makes me feel good.
So I understand, and those people do exist, and two things can be true.
Right.
But there is also that person who Bake get on my damn nerves, right? Y'all know who Bake is. Bake, the man behind the camera. Shout out to T-Bake, shout out to Trick. Bake get on my nerves, right? And so in my younger years, you get on my nerves, I might haul off and just smack the shit out you, right? So then I run into St. Basil, right? You tell me, like, you present me with truth. Brother, there's many ways to handle a person who gets on your nerves. Like, you don't have to physically do that, right? So now I know this, right? So now that I know this, I'm going to choose to do the right thing.
Right.
But in my core, what I want to do is smack the shit out of this person.
But
that don't mean that I like love the bad thing.
Right.
That's just how I was hardwired. Like, that was in my development. That's what my mama did. That's what I learned. So then now you teach me the right thing. I learn the right thing. That don't change what's in my core. That just changes my output, because I know what's right. I'm going to do what's right because I know what's right. But right here, I want to haul off and whop.
But this the difference.
So I didn't change.
You did. You want to know why?
I just know better, so I do better.
No. You want to know why you changed? Because that desire to smack him is now succumbing to your desire to not.
To do the right thing. Right.
You didn't have that before.
Right.
So you change. You had that desire to want to smack him. Guess what? That desire is still going to be with you because you in the flesh.
Right.
You in flesh and blood got desires that's opposite of this spirit that's in you.
For sure.
You understand? So what happens is, now you have something to fight those desires that's in your flesh.
Right.
You'll still have those desires. They'll rise up in you. This is the nature of why we're here on the planet.
Right.
No, you killed that.
You understand? We're here on the planet listen, when you look in the mirror, you're not looking at you. You're looking at the vehicle that carries you around. You are that spirit, that soul that's inside of you, that conscious being that's inside of this flesh and blood. This is why when people die and they pass away, they sleep, they go into, this goes into the grave. They move on. You understand what I'm saying? Now the thing is, you are here, so you can fight.
Right.
This.
Flesh.
All the desires that's there.
Right.
The jealousy that rises up. Yeah, you gotta fight that. I don't want to be that way.
Yo,
The envy that rises up.
Right,
I
right,
don't
right.
want to be that.
Right.
And you're gonna fight that because guess what? I want to be a good person.
So correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
That was crazy because this is the image I got. You know how they Passion of Christ, where Christ is going through what he's going through before he dies.
I'm gonna be honest.
No,
with you.
even in their
I
story.
didn't see it.
Well, I didn't see the movie, but
Oh, okay.
like generally, like how they say,
Okay, all right.
like Jesus died on the cross type stuff. Like,
Oh yeah,
got stoned and all that.
the actual biblical account.
Yes,
all right,
all right,
yes,
right.
absolutely.
So when you were saying, I was thinking about the fact of like people always wonder like how was he able to go through all that? But like
Right.
what you said,
Right,
he was able to be not care about the flesh because
absolutely.
he knew that
He was here for. He was
His
here.
purpose was greater.
Exactly.
His purpose
Not
was
even
greater.
that.
And is the example for us. It is the example.
No, we
for
know all
us.
that.
Right.
That's biblical. What I'm saying is, like you said, you just said Saint Basil is using his vehicle,
Right.
but Saint Basil isn't this. Saint Basil is this, right?
Right.
Christ going through that. We seeing him getting beat up,
Right.
But is this
Right.
like that's the real? That's why he's able to go through because he knew where he was going. You know
He
what I mean?
operated in
Right.
true understanding. He know, yeah.
Yeah, the true
it's
understanding.
The true understanding.
The true understanding of the
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
When I saw that within, that was
Not
beautiful,
many of us
brother.
operate in that
That
true
was-
understanding to be 100%.
This is why I
Yeah.
want him up here. No, let me
Yeah.
tell y'all. So every time I see Saint Basil, he controls the room.
Yeah.
Off his aura, off his stance, off his how his demeanor. This what attracted me to him. I'm like, y'all want to get to know him. Like I heard his rap, it was amazing, real lyrical. I could tell, he's well read. But even it's before he rapped, so it was like I wanted to get to know like his story and more so why he think. You can tell like you got some time. You got time? You did any prison time?
Never.
Never.
I never been in handcuffs.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Real G.
Yeah. Never been in jail. Never been arrested in an interrogation room. None of that.
And been in Philly all your life.
That's a flex.
No, not all my life. Because I was in the military.
Oh.
Spent time in the military. I was also in college and
I wish you would have said that with a little more oomph.
what's that?
I ain't never been locked up. I ain't never been in handcuffs.
Oh yeah.
That was heavy.
Because folks to get up here and be talking about all these
That was
places
heavy.
they've been to,
Yeah.
and be flexing on it. But I wish you would have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When I say that in full confidence.
Yeah.
And the reason that it's necessary, I always put that in my music as well because I feel like it's important for people to understand, and I always let it be known like where I'm from. Like people who know me, they know where I'm from. They know my block. They know my house. Not just my block. They know my house. My house is a famous house in Nicetown.
Why is it famous?
Because of all of the madness that goes on at the house. You understand what I'm saying? Dice games. Anytime, if you ever see young Chris and them on any type of videos and all that, they on my block, 19th Street. That block, that house that they shooting dice in front of, that's the house I grew up in.
Oh wow. So who's your folks? Not like their names, but like they like.
Yeah.
Like
They
loud people or
they
something,
was
I don't
in they was in the streets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
they
okay.
was in the streets. My cousins and them, all stuff
Okay.
like that. All people in the streets.
You know
Now,
Trendsetter Shady?
who?
Trendsetter Shady?
Yeah. That's my guy.
Okay, we interviewed him.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Shout out Trendsetter.
Yeah, for sure. Shady Black. I've been through all of that the environment calls for.
Yeah.
Hustling on my steps.
Yeah.
People cooking up coke in the kitchen. Bagging up.
Yeah.
All of that stuff.
That's heavy.
I'm from that environment.
Right.
Everybody who knows the guy. This goes to a lot of why I command respect.
Right.
Right? Because you can't tell me nothing about the environment. There's nothing that you've been through that I didn't go through.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody, I wasn't, you know, I had to go through all of that, but I had to make conscious decisions
Yeah.
to say, you know what, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm doing this.
Right.
I grew up young hating with the life brought to my family. My mother and father, they was on crack. I didn't look at crack. I didn't look at drug dealers like, you know, I idolized them. I hated them. Because I remember times that my mom would sell all the food stamps, right? My dad, whole check would be gone the day that he got it. And then me and my brothers would have to just figure it out. So why would, and the face for that, right? The face for that at the time was the drug dealer to me. I don't idolize you. I look at you and I'm like, yeah, all right, what are you doing? You taking advantage of people, and especially my mother and father was was married. They was we was one of the few kids in the neighborhood that had both parents there. So my father really looked out for all of these young boys that grew up in the neighborhood.
Right.
My mother was really like a mother to a lot of these young guys that was in the neighborhood.
Right.
So for you to do that to her,
Right.
you understand what I'm saying?
You're
It was
cancer.
more like
You're cancer to the community.
bro, what type of time you on?
Yeah.
You don't remember my mom feeding you when your mom was drunk
Yeah.
or high or whatever? You don't remember that? You don't remember my dad taking up for you when whoever was trying to bully you? You don't remember my dad teaching you how to play football? You don't remember none of that? None of that meant nothing to you?
So do you get mad at him, or do you get mad at the shit that made him like that?
At the time, growing up, I was always mad at them. As I got older and I realized, oh, this whole thing is rigged.
Right.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
but like you saying, but you be mad at him,
Right.
And it's made you who you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Cause I love who you are.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I love when you come in. Like I said, like, let me tell y'all, look, I think the first time I ever seen you was at Basil, shout out Basil, say no more. He had an event for, I think, D. Jones, a listening party.
Yeah.
100 guys in there, all North Philly, going up. Saint come in, fly as ever. First of all, name was Saint. I thought that was dope. Saint Basil.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's
Right.
different.
As soon as you hear it, you like,
Yeah.
it make you look
Coming
to see
in.
who is the bull. Like,
And watching
yeah,
everybody that was somebody in the room give him his respect. I didn't even know you was an artist. I just thought you were just like, I don't know what. I'm like, he's somebody. You know, maybe just an OG in the community, what you are.
Yeah.
And then I just seen, and Bam somebody too, and I seen how he respected you, you know what I mean? So it was like, and then when I heard you rap, you said, you came up with Mike, you was like, this is God.
God is still God.
God is still God.
Yeah.
The
Special.
fact that you can go on stage and because right now, outside of shout out to my boy Fresh and the No Deaf culture at all open mics, but outside of Fresh and maybe the few people like him, when you think about rap, you think about deaf culture.
Yeah.
You think about hurting somebody or wearing the best chain or the best watch, and for you to go on into an open mic in an urban city and hit him with the God is God and lead with that.
Yeah.
And kill it.
Brother, you walking in your
Shut it
purpose.
down.
Like
The best performance.
yeah, man. Like I can't.
Change the narrative.
How do you stay in the rap game? Because technically, people will look at this shit and say it's a young man's game. How do you even still
Great
exist
question.
in this game?
So I don't get caught up into that. It's a young man's game. Who came up with that?
Yeah.
Right? I know that's another trick.
Yeah.
That's a trick that they do to our people, right?
Yeah.
They make our people feel like they got to be rich by 25, all of
Yeah,
that. So your
man.
life is over. Now they got you taking all types of weird penitentiary chances because you feel like you racing against this imaginary clock that's not really there.
That's not real.
You understand what I'm saying? That's not. Another thing is rap is influential music, right?
Yeah.
It's the most influential music that's on the planet, right?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to remove all of the experience, all of the wisdom, all of the minds that have lived experience. You want to remove it out of it. You want to make it seem like it's corny because the messages, you don't want their messages going out. Remember when, I don't know how old you guys are. I know when I was young,
21.
right? I used to hear Public Enemy.
The
Yeah,
message
they was
was
And they was
different.
popping. They would play that at block parties Fight the Power was a real joke. I remember walking
yeah.
around singing 911 is a joke. Right? Public Enemy, all of those guys, they used to, and you had different styles of rappers. And some of the guys who came from the street environment, they told their stories, but it wasn't glorifying it. They was telling it from a cautionary tale, like, this is what I've been through.
I went through it, so you don't have to do it.
Yeah, they telling their story. Nobody really glorified it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And then once the powers that be stepped in, and then they just kind of turned the music around. All right, now we got to do something about these people because they starting to walk around and pump their fists and talk about fight the power. No, nah. Let's start this gang music, and then we're gonna go with the drug dealer wave, and then we're gonna go with the get high music and all of that. We're gonna turn all the women's and the whores and anything that's opposite of that. It's gonna be no balance. There's gonna be no balance, right? So all of that is there. I just pretty much stayed true to myself. Come on.
So you think that the powers that be looked at your youth, the people that when y'all were kids, and said, damn, look at how Fight the Power got them acting like this. Maybe if I put some of this in here, these niggas will start shooting each other.
For sure.
Yeah, of course.
For sure. Listen to this, right?
So like, when you was a kid, did it just change like overnight? Like how did that shift happen? Because that's the shit that it was Fight the Power, and went from Fight the Power to
NWA.
Fuck the police. Right.
It went from
straight
there
from after that.
to there.
So, but did you actually see that in your environment, or was it a slow change? Like,
So when I was coming up, it was actually, so crack was hitting at the same time. So we was getting attacked in all different types of ways.
They was cooking the shit out of it.
Yeah. They really was doing, they ran a number on us, right? So they hit us with crack, and then right at the crack, they hit us with mass incarceration, the crime bill, 94.
Yeah.
They was hitting us with all types of things. The music is just there. The music was there, also bringing the influence. It went from warning people about things that was happening to glorifying it, right? So you went from talking, it was songs out there, I'm Your Pusher, stuff like that, Ice-T and them, and it was different. The Message, Melly Mel, it was stuff that was out there to let you know, like, this is the streets, and this is that nightlife. It wasn't promoted to kids. This was for the players that was, all right, we already in this, like, this is the player talk. But you still had that conscious music that was out there, De La Soul, all of them guys like that. Then once the gangster stuff came in, the gangster rap, and it was like, and this is the thing, when you got poor people, right? You got a guy that's in the community, he's poor, he's in the projects, and a record executive lets him know, I gotta wait for you to get out, but it ain't gonna be you making that. You see how this guy right here is doing it? Give me some of that. I got this deal for you. I got this advance for you. So then you got guys making music that ain't even really them, right? They making music according to a lifestyle.
Because it's a pathway to get out.
Right. Now, one thing about rap, because people always try to say this, just in case, and this is for any of you that try this, because I hate the argument and then you really leave it incomplete. When people say, well, rap is entertainment, nobody says anything about Scarface, The difference between actors and rappers, everybody know that an actor is acting. Rap is built on authenticity. If anybody felt like a rapper was being fake, like I'm just playing a role, he wouldn't make it. He's sold on being authentic. What I'm telling you is the truth. Arnold Schwarzenegger is not walking around trying to convince nobody that he fought the Predator. Right? But the rapper is trying to convince you, I shot these people. I sold this dope. So it's not the same. It's not the same. Yeah. It's entertainment, but it's not the same. You selling these people on that what I'm saying is the truth.
Right.
And this is the rewards of it. This is the fruit of it.
Then that lifestyle that pretend lifestyle that you putting out there, people then want to like copy it.
Then it's not like you even giving these kids a chance, because there's only one thing that they hearing. Mm-hmm. You're not even giving them the option. So it's not like I can hear Queen Latifah and then I can hear Little Kim, or I can hear, you know, something like that, Lauryn Hill, and then I can hear Sexy Red. No, it's not. It's no. There's no balance.
Wow.
It's all one thing, right? So now you wonder. Then this is to show you how you know that it's other people that's behind it. How can you rap about an entire murder, right? Step by step, put it out, and antagonize the people. You know how painful death is? So when you mock somebody's death, what emotion you think they gonna feel? Oh, I gotta get back. Now they gonna go do it and go do the same thing. And then it just keep going. Where the hell did drill music come from? It just popped on the scene. And I gotta be honest, it's not even talented.
It's like crack.
It's not talented.
Because the real MCs, like Saint Basil, like Amir Ali, are not going to the industry because
Shout out Amir Ali.
they don't want to be watered down.
Right.
So they're gonna stay over here with the Fresh Day Entertainment movement,
Right.
the No Death Culture movement, the Crown Gold movement.
Right.
And we just gotta come together and unify and circulate the black dollar with this.
Come on with
It
it.
comes around again.
Come on.
Yeah,
Nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new.
absolutely.
Nothing new.
We're gonna take hip hop back because now we have the knowledge where now that Rockefeller Jill can't come to me
Right.
because I already see what you did.
Right.
You can't do it twice.
Right. Right.
But guess what we could do? We could always build another hip hop.
Right.
We could always build another MC because it comes from within.
And we can
It comes from God.
Facts.
And you know what else? A lot of it too is illusion
Yeah.
to make you think this small minority is bigger than what it is,
Speak on it. Come on.
right? That audience is out there.
Yeah.
And it's people that just really want to hear good hip hop. But if you on social media, you'll believe that they don't exist, right? That's the same like criminals, right? They make you think like the ghetto is just full of these amount of criminals. When it's really like
It's really not.
it's really a small a small minority.
It's really more
a
brothers
loud
like- yeah.
minority.
Yeah.
Right? I lived on a block of had to be at least 300 people on our block, just on our block alone. On the corner, it maybe was 10 people
Yeah.
that was just raising hell.
Yeah.
But the majority of the block was good, hardworking people that just
They folks like us.
yeah, just regular people,
That just want to day-to-day life.
right? But that loud minority gets magnified,
Come on.
and it makes it seem like this is the reality when it's not. You just got to get out. You got to touch people.
And they write in the
Go.
this might be on purpose too. They right on the corner. They right outside. You don't see the people like us.
Yeah.
Cause we at work.
Yeah.
Cause we in school. Cause we doing X, Y, and Z. But the folks that you do see,
Yeah.
smack dead on the corner with the police car sitting right across the street,
Yeah. The police and I don't worry about that.
allowing that to happen.
Right. That's why it's good what you do. And that's why I tell you, I let you know that I make a point to let you know that every time that we have an interaction,
You do.
that
Thank you.
that I support your vision because I like that you giving a platform to people to come and still express themselves like this because it's people that's out there that really want to, they just don't know how to, or they might be forced to go into a space that is this one thing going on, but they don't really want to be themselves.
Yeah.
Like I've been in it. I've never been one to, like every time I've walked into a room, I don't care what everybody else is doing. I'm going to do me, right? And I worked on artist development as an artist over the year to feel comfortable enough that I'm gonna deliver the best version of me amongst this room or whatever y'all doing, right? But if in those spaces, everybody's not going to be that way. Everybody's not going to be strong enough to do that. So some people will muzzle their voice. They don't really want to do that. Damn, I rap this way. I got this song I really want the people to hear, but everybody here rapping about sliding. So I gotta
jump on that wave.
I gotta join in here about sliding. Let me just go ahead and do that. That's not really what you want to do, bro. So that's why I always applaud your platform because you give that voice to people whose voices really is getting muzzled.
You provide the necessary contrast.
So speaking of that, before we get out of here, you got a little poem or a little freestyle MC? Let them know like the essence of
You wanna
why
drop
you are
something for
Saint
us?
Basil.
I got one more question
You know-
for you after that. So
Yeah,
go-
Yeah, man. Yeah, you put me on the spot with that.
Yeah, that's on
right?
the spot. Yeah. You can come back to. You got your question if you want. I think that you should give us something because
I mean,
gave
something
us so
old,
much
something new,
knowledge,
something for you.
so much wisdom.
Yeah. However you
Yeah.
want to deliver that thing.
Let me
He with the
try
cool
to-
kids, though. He with the
Yeah.
kid.
Yo, yeah, for sure. Just the camp all day.
Why did you choose Bam?
See, I didn't even choose Bam. Let me tell you a crazy story right quick before I try to pull something out there.
Yeah.
Right? So around 2020, right, I got to a point and I was like, there's other things that I can be doing in life. Like the music is too, for me, it became too hard to deal with the politics, to deal with the BS. And it's like, I got a family, I got kids that even do music, I can just be pouring into them. I'm getting older at a stage of life that's like, maybe some other things I want to do. I don't really think I want to do this no more. And then Bam heard me and said, nah, bro. Nah, man, nah. You can't stop. You hot, bro. And I was like, all right, well, maybe this dude, this is Bam. You know what I'm saying?
thanks.
So if Bam say that, I'm like, all right, well, maybe, all right. And then Bam posted me on his page. All these people was just like, damn, who is cuz? So they all kind of like came. And then, so me and Bam been locked in ever since then. That's my guy.
So it came through a post. That's funny. Wow.
Yeah, it came through a post. I think like 2019, something like that. I don't remember the exact year, but we've been locked in since then, right? And yeah, Bam was he was the guy. He was actually the guy that said, nah, you can't stop now, bro. You gotta keep going, bro.
I love that. I love that.
So that's kind of where I'm at.
So yeah, we gotta get out of here. You mean? So
Yeah,
wanna
so
give us
me-
something we go.
You done tried to weasel your way out of spitting these bars. I see
Hey,
it.
man.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. So listen, the question I'm gonna throw at you real quick. I see it all in you. Don't worry about it. We gonna walk in the truth. You said the truth.
Saying sinners, download this tape.
You said the
Get
truth.
the bars that.
For the Saints and Sinners, that's
wanna-
out now.
Yeah.
For the Saints and Sinners 2 is about to drop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play that as soon as I get in the car.
Yeah. But go listen to for the Saints and Sinners. It's the long version and it's the shorter version.
I'm about to put it on right now.
So
Yeah.
so
As I
go
pull
check
off.
it out. Right. Everything, I feel like everything on there you gonna love it. Right now I got a single out called Pop Pop. It's another dope joint. I feel like y'all love it. Y'all can catch me everywhere. St. Basil 215 on everything is the same thing. STBASIL.
What, Legends right here?
215. No, that's Legends of the Fall. It's called For the Saints and Sinners. It got this logo on it.
We'll get it. We'll get it
Yeah,
on
We got
camera.
a single right there.
Say less,
Pop
we
Pop.
Listen, real quick,
Yeah.
because you made me think. I like the way you sing.
Yeah.
So you said something earlier about like souls and shit, and I had a question. I never let go of it. So when people die, because we talked about like the shell, right, and then the soul, what do you think happens with the soul when somebody dies?
It goes back to be judged. You go to be judged for what you did in this flesh, whether you did right or wrong, and you'll either go and wait in paradise for a period, or you'll go to what's the prison for souls, which is known as hell, for what you did. But that decision is with God. It's not nobody on here and nobody on the planet can tell you whether or not you know.
Do you think that we come back, like this soul, our soul is like eternal, so then we like come back as like a different person or a different?
You do. Souls do regenerate back into the earth until the end. Once the end comes, then it's not going to be any more regenerating back in. You're dealing with God, second, God returning. You're dealing with all types of beautiful things that we all look forward to, or the righteous look forward to. Anyway.
So I wanted to just get your what you thought about that, based on what you believe in or whatever the case. So before we get up out of here, take a look in that camera. Let us know what Live Be Legendary means to you.
Live to be legendary. Just means to be righteous.
Simple.
Be righteous.
Simple, man. Be righteous, be your best self. Appreciate y'all. Peace and continue to live to be legendary.
For sure. Live to be Legendary is proudly sponsored by Philly Real Estate Services and Solutions. Are you a Philadelphia landlord in need of expert landlord-tenant services? Look no further. Philly Real Estate Services and Solutions is here to represent you in landlord-tenant court, ensuring a smooth and hassle-free experience. Give them a call at 610-235-7998. Again, the number is 610-235-7998.